70,000 licenses in all over North America. 70,000. Okay. Next thing I want to mention, and I want you to write down a simple system. We have 2 presentations you want to master. Okay. And a wave of winners, leaders. We are in the business of building leaders. Now, I want you to write this down. You got to have 5 mindsets in this business to be successful. Number 1, ditch the fixed mindset, go for growth. Only do what helps you grow. Okay, that's one thing I want to mention. You know, I was working at Canadian Tire, and when I was working there, I looked at the person that was working there 5 years longer than I was. And I looked at how much more is he or she earning than me. And I looked at it and I thought, you know what? This person's only earning $4 or $5 more than me. And they've been working there 5, 6 years longer than me. And I was like, man, I'm not going to grow much here. In WFG, look at the people who have been in WFG 10 years longer than you have. How much do they earn? What is their lifestyle? How much do they travel? Right? You know, and next week I'm off to Calgary, okay? And then I come back. I might be going to the Bahamas on a cruise. And then I come back and then I'm off to Calgary again. Right? So I know with WFG, I've traveled all over the world. I went to Japan. I went to Jamaica. I went to Hawaii, many, many different places. I want you to look at your job right now. A person that's been working there 10 years longer than you. What is their lifestyle and how much different is it than yours right now? Very important. Number 1, ditch the fixed mindset, go for growth. Go where you're gonna grow. Very important. Number 2, adopt an abundance mentality. You know, sometimes I hear in this business, no one wants to buy insurance. No one wants to listen to me. You know, if you wake up with that mentality, who's going to listen to you? No one, right? I always look at it this way. We have a Costco across our office. How many people are at Costco every single day? You know, from morning to nighttime, the parking lot is full. How many of those people have proper financial planning? None. In fact, how many of those people are part of WFG? None of them. You know, there's so many people out there that need our help. There's so many people that need proper financial planning. Have an abundance mindset. What you think is what you get. What you think is what you get. You know, I had an appointment today, a little bit earlier. I'm doing a planning for a family. Entire family, I'm doing their planning. And as I'm about to leave, he was saying, oh, my business partner doesn't have any of this planning. Can you sit down with him? So it's always a mindset. You get what you attract, right? I believe people need help. I believe people need financial planning. So that's how you meet people, right? What does your mentality look like? Is it an abundance mentality or do you have a scarcity mentality? So write that down. Abundance mentality is the most important thing in this business. Number 3, stop fearing failure. Instead, be willing to fail. Let me ask you a question. All of us on this call, how did you learn how to walk? Right? Did you just get up one day and start walking?
By falling.
By falling, right? So why is it when you start in this business, you think you're just going to get up one day and start running? No. In this business, you fail forward, meaning you fail, you get better, you get better, you get better. And then you become really good at this business, right? So that's one thing I want you to write down. Don't be afraid of failure. Be willing to fail. The more you fail, the faster you fail, the faster you're going to grow and the faster you're going to win. Okay? Number 4, create a long-term vision instead of short-term goals. What is your long-term vision and what does it look like? What house are you living in? What car are you driving? Where are you traveling? What does your life look like? You know, a lot of times we get so busy in our day-to-day lives and our bills and all of those things, we never even think about our long-term vision. How are you going to be excited in the morning if you're not even looking at where you're going? You know, millions of people wake up in Canada and they're depressed from the morning to nighttime. Morning to night, morning to night. Why is that? They lack a vision for their future. You know, in the Bible it says, where there is no vision, the people will perish. Right? Where there is no vision, the people will perish. In your life, if you lack a long-term vision, you will also perish. So very important. Long-term vision is extremely crucial to your success in this business. Number five, don't be afraid to break the rules. Get out of your comfort zone. Can anyone on the call tell me what your comfort zone is? Can anyone on the call tell me what a comfort zone is?
Your bedroom.
Your bedroom. Your home. Right? That is a comfort zone. Where are you uncomfortable? You're uncomfortable when you're out and about, when you're meeting people, when you're doing appointments. This is crucial. The more you are out of your comfort zone, the more you will succeed. Okay? Nobody is going to come to your house, knock your door, and say, I want insurance or I want to join you in business. It just doesn't happen. Okay? You go out, you talk to people, you get a little uncomfortable, and then a beautiful thing's going to happen. You're going to start getting You're going to start getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. Okay? And that's when you really start winning big in this business. Okay? Now, 3 stages to creating momentum. You know, if you want to create momentum in your business, here are the 3 stages to creating massive, massive momentum. Number 1, present with speed. Okay? You know, I'm coming to Calgary. We're doing a presentation for Erlin. We have a bunch of guests. And then I'm coming to Calgary and I'm doing a presentation for Alina. And we have a bunch of people that's how you create momentum. You present with speed. With speed. And then what happens, the second stage to creating momentum is you sustain momentum. You enroll everyone into a system of events. You know, this Tuesday call that we're having, it's an event. You know, Saturdays in the office, it's an event. Also, I want to mention, in the first week of January, we have a big event happening in Edmonton. There are 10,000 people coming with Raja Dhaliwal. That is an event, and all of us should register and should be going to that event to learn from the best of the best in this industry. Okay? That's an event. You enroll everyone into a system of events. And number 3, identify leaders in your organization. You know, you cannot pick leaders too soon. The leaders will present themselves to you. Okay? You have 10 people that you recruited. Not everyone's going to be a leader. But I will tell you what number 1 quality in leaders is hunger and desire. How hungry are they? How much desire do they have? And are they willing to learn? Are they willing to learn? Okay? Let me ask you a question. Do you have a fire inside of you? Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? That's when you move. Right? Now, this I want you to write down. This is my favorite thing. New people solve old problems. Right? If you have a few people who are stagnant, aren't getting their license, aren't doing much, I'll give you a recommendation. Go recruit 2 or 3 new people. Start getting them licensed. Watch the old people look at them and be like, oh shit, I better get my license too. I better start moving too. New people solve old problems. That's one thing I want you to write down. And by the way, abundance mentality. How many people are out there who want to start a business, who want to do something? So many new people. Okay. So that's my recommendation. We're in the last quarter of the year. And I'll tell you this. This is when people let off the gas and they say, Christmas is coming. People are relaxing. They're eating a lot of food. And then they start doing the whole new year, new me. Right? New year, new me. Don't let off the gas. When people are letting off the gas, you should be pressing the pedal to the metal. You should be doing more presentations. You should be getting in front of more people. Right? Halloween's coming up. It gives you an excuse to contact people. Happy Halloween. Right? Call people. Be like, hey, I wanted to wish you a happy Halloween. Right? You can do that. It opens the door. Right? So I'm so excited. I'm fired up. The last few calls we've had, we've gone over product. We've gone over real estate market. We've gone over how mortgages work, all of those things. Today's call, I wanted to go over your business mindset. Do you have an abundance mentality? Are you getting those new people in your business and firing up the old ones? Right? These are things that matter. These are things that are going to build you to the next level. And I'll tell you this. This is a business where you can replace your income. Okay? When I started in WFG, I started making more than my manager at Canadian Tire. So I ask you one thing. Look at the job you're at and look at the people that have been there 5 years longer than you have. And look at the people in WFG who have been here longer than you have. What is the lifestyle you want? Right? And I think that is crucial to your success in this business. I want Juliana to take the floor and I want her to end off the call, but I want all of you to do one thing after this call. I mentioned that you got to have a long-term vision about your life. After this call, I want you to write that down. Where do you want to live? What house do you want to have? Where do you want to travel? That is a vision I want you to write down after this call, okay? So Juliana, floor is yours. Go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. I'm really excited since we had a lot of training going on. And I want to actually start with a business review plan. And I want to mention that since 2 months left only before end of the year, and we all have to actually make a review plan for ourselves for next year and what have we done in last year, previous year. So as every business owner, outside, it doesn't matter our company or outside of the company, they always have a business plan that they designed previously in the previous year for the next year. So that's what actually your plan should be. So what is your business review plan and what you should do? So you do have to write this down and you do have to actually create a plan and following for the next 2 months. So there's a 10 points that I want you guys write it down. First one, what is your goal for next year? There's only 2 months left. Today is October 29, right? Second, what is your business plan? When you're going to get your license or what position you want to achieve in the company next year? Third, how much time you're willing to invest to achieve those, right? Fourth, how can you achieve those goals? That's probably the most important. How can you achieve those goals? Okay, meaning how many days, how many hours you have to spend doing that, and what is your navigation? What is your GPS, right? How are you gonna achieve the things, right? And how are you gonna actually study? What are you gonna do to get your license on time? Also, how are you gonna find your new market? All these things are really important to write down because it helps you to stay focused on your plan, right? Fifth, how many activities you're gonna have, either if it's looking for a client, or let's say expanding your team, new team members, so on. And probably a calendar and daily activities. This is what's going to drive your business. So if you don't have a calendar on daily basis, you writing down what is your next things to do next day. Daily activities would not lead you to big results. So also, how many people did you reach out during these 2 months to achieve your goals? Either you expanding your business, like creating licensing, or let's say clientele. 8, how you gonna market yourself? Okay, so we're hosting seminars in Calgary, right? And this is how we're gonna create a new market, right? So you have to go out and expand your market. 9, what is your inventory? You have to remember, we in the people business, and people is actually our inventory, right? We providing service to them. So 9, actually 10. What is the demand for your service? Everyone deals with financial services, right? So demand is huge. And coming with all of those, wrapping around our training, I want to actually you focus on the few things, and it's changing your habits, because that's what is actually going to lead to better results for your future. And you have to write down what is your good habit and what is a bad habit you have. How can you switch those bad habits slowly? It's not going to happen overnight, but slowly. How can you change those habits? First of all, it's discipline to stay consistent. How consistent you are. Are you working 1 week and then 3 months off? Or you may be working 3 months and then 1 year off, right? Second, learn a new skills. Improve yourself, analyze your business, and change if something doesn't work for you for a long period of time. Maybe you're studying not the way that you should, or maybe you didn't create a new market. So analyze your business and improve by implementing changes. Get rid of bad habits. And how you're going to get rid of bad habits? Maybe it's distraction. Maybe you not focus good. You don't have a good focus. And what is the distractions nowadays? It's a friends. Could be bad friends. They're taking time away from you, right? Or negative friends. Maybe it's TV. Maybe it's internet, TikTok, social media, right? So what are you doing with the free time? A lot of people have 4 or 5 times extra in a day, but they wasting on other things that doesn't pay them. Watching the movies, right? A lot of movies watching, they making money, right? But you're not making money during that time. And also environment, be in a positive environment, training, reading books, good books, or podcast, watching a podcast. That's important as well. And number 7, and probably this is the most important, what is your priorities? So you want to be successful. You want to have a successful business. You want to make a lot of money, but this is only just your dreams, right? And your goals. But you have to put this as a priority first, and then you're gonna actually decide, okay, what is more important? This is what I'm gonna focus. And either it might be a license, priority license in 2 months, or maybe expanding my business, have 20, 30 license in my organization. And also how fast you want to duplicate your business. Okay, that's last point that I want to mention. And with that, I want to go back to you, Parm.
All right, thank you so much. One thing I want to mention to everybody here, all of you on this call, I want to train you one-on-one. And what I want to do is I want to teach you how I present. I want to teach you how I start the presentation, how I do it, and how I finish. I think if I teach you the words of the business, the rest of it, the fire inside of you, you will do that as well. Those of you who are in the BC area, I want you to come into the office in person. Okay. And I want you to sit down with me one-on-one. We have a lot of advisors. I'm busy every day. Juliana knows, everybody knows. I got appointments back to back. a lot of things that are happening in our team, a lot of people getting licensed and things are happening. But I want you to take the time, come into the office. I will train you one-on-one. Those of you who are out of town, like Alina, like Erlin in Calgary, I think get on Zoom with me. I will teach you how to do the business. How do you fast start somebody? How do you sit down with a client? How do you go from one client to getting 4 or 5 referrals and doing 5 clients? How do you do these things, right? So these are things I will teach you, but I want your time. Your time, let me know when you're available. Come into the office, sit down one-on-one or on Zoom, and I will train you. There's not many chances where you go into an industry and somebody with a decade of experience is willing to train you. Right? So that's one thing I want to mention. So, hey, the last 2 months are coming up of the year. In our group chat and all of you, I'm going to send you guys a video. I want you to watch that video and I want you to get ready for the rest of the year. The year is not over. When people let off the gas, you put the pedal to the metal and you're working. And I promise you, if you work the next 2 months, 2025 is going to look incredible for you. But if you let off the gas now, 2025 is going to be the same as 2024, guaranteed. Okay, so that's it for tonight. I hope you guys got a business mindset. I hope you have an abundance mentality. So many people need us. So many people need our products. And let's go out there. Let's help people learn the skills, get hungry, light a fire inside of you, and let's go out there and really win. Okay, so that's it for tonight. Let's rock and roll. And I will see you guys all very, very soon.